Next lesson is on surface area of right prisms. So remember, the surface area is the sum of all the areas of the faces and bases of a three-dimensional shape. Our formula sheet has a formula that helps us find the surface area of any polygonal prism. So remember, we've already used the polygonal prism picture and we've used the volumes formula before. So this time we're going to use the surface area formula. Surface area requires us to have perimeter times the W, the what's holding the bases together, plus 2 times the area of the bases. So in other words, we need 3 things to find the surface area: the perimeter of the base, the area of the base, and then the width, the what's holding them together. So in this triangular prism here, we have to realize that the bases are triangles. So here is my triangle. I'm going to recommend again in this lesson that you use a pencil, crayon, colored pencil, highlighter, marker, something to show you and actually color over that base. So to find the area of the base, since it's a triangle, we need to use the area formula, which is 1/2 times base times height. Looking at the triangle, the base is 3, the height is 2. So 1/2 times 3 times 2, which is going to give me 3. To find the perimeter, I have to add up all the outside parts. The bottom is 3, and these 2 sides actually had tick marks on them to start, if you noticed. The 2 is in the middle here, that's the height, so it's not what we're going to use. We have to look to the back of the figure, and it tells us that this side is 2.5. But if this side is 2.5, because of the tick mark, the other side is also 2.5. So our perimeter is 3 plus 2.5 plus 2.5. That's going to give us 8. We have a base up front here and a base in the back. What connects them together is that 4. So our surface area formula is capital P, lowercase w, plus 2 times capital B. It makes sense because by doing our perimeter times our w, we're essentially taking this side and multiplying it by 4, which gives us the bottom. This side, multiplying it by 4, which gives us this side. This side, multiplying by 4, which gives us that side. And the 2b gives us the area of the base times 2, because there's 2 of them. So in our surface area, P was 8 times W was 4 plus 2 times B was 3. So 8 times 4 is 32. 2 times 3 is 6. So 32 plus 6 is 38 centimeters. Since we are talking area, we say squared. Take a look at the next one. We have our cylinder. So the bases here are circles. So to find our area of our base, we're going to be doing pi r squared. And to find our perimeter, the perimeter of a circle is really called the circumference, if you remember that one. And our formula from our formula sheet is 2 pi r. The circle is on the top and bottom. What connects them is this 7. So we now need to look at the circle. It has a radius of 5, so we can color this one in too if we'd like. The radius is 5. So for our area of our base, we're doing pi times 5 squared, which will give us 78.5. And for our perimeter, we're doing 2 times pi times 5, which is going to give us 31.4. So surface area PW plus 2B. P was 31.4, W was 7, plus 2 times the B was 78.5. So I always separate these into the chunks per se, the pieces. So the first piece is 219.8, and 78.5 times 2 is 157. And then I add them together, and I get 376.8 square centimeters. Last example is another triangular prism. So here is my base, the triangle. There's also one up on the top. Kind of outline that one as well. So my shape is a triangle. Area of my base, to get that, is going to be 1/2 times base times height. The perimeter would just be going around the outside, so 7 plus 5 plus 5. My W is what connects those two together, which is the side, the 10. To go back to my area, my base, it's a triangle. Notice here's the little h. This is my height, it's 5. And it crosses over the base, which is also 5. So 1/2 times 5 times 5 is 12.5. So surface area PW plus 2B. My perimeter, we never actually finished, is 17. Times my width is 10. Plus 2 times my base, which is 12.5. So I'm going to get 170 plus 25, which is going to give me 195 inches squared.